So it's important for you to really make that differentiation to determine if you really want to go fully online with the business idea that you're building out, or with the business model that you're trying to restructure and all of that, so that you understand exactly how to step forward or move forward rather, right? Welcome to the Altitude Lounge. You see the title below. A lot of persons are talking about, online business this, online business that, but what really, defines, an online business? So I'm gonna give you 3 main pointers that will help you to really decide or understand if you have an online business, or if you want to build an online business overall, right? Here we go. So the first thing about an online business, that's an easy identifier, is that you do all or most of your marketing and sales efforts online, right? And when I say most, because word of mouth exists, right? And having affiliates or ambassadors for your business, it exists, and so sometimes it's not solely online, right? But I'm talking about the efforts that you actually put forward, whether it's ads, whether it's showing up on stories, whether it's reels, whether it's posts, like the most email marketing, blogs, podcasts, you get it, right? All of those efforts come together to form your marketing and sales efforts generally. And it's so important for you to recognize that there's so many things at play, when it comes to promoting your online business, because it's a real thing, right? For you to consider in terms of getting the word out there for your business, right? So all or most of your marketing and sales efforts happen online. So literally they happen via your laptop or your phone, right? So the next thing, service and products are delivered online. So your service and product delivery is done online. So I know that there are a lot of stores that state that they are online stores, right? However, in terms of like the delivery of the actual products and stuff, there are some that actually require you to meet in person, right? Versus like an Amazon or like an eBay or whatever, where everything is literally digitized and the thing just lands at your doorstep, or through your shipping company or whatever. You get what I'm saying? So a reality is that there is a difference, so there's a difference with whether you have like a store in person and then you use online to promote, and then you deliver in person. So I wouldn't call that fully an online business. I would call that a business that is using the online platforms to get the word out there and to get clients and customers and stuff like that. And then they go right back to in-person delivery, right? But in terms of like, for instance, like a coaching business, a virtual assistant business, graphic designers also, and there's so many others, literally service delivery happens fully online, and so it's important for you to really make that differentiation to determine if you really want to go fully online with the business idea that you're building out, or with the business model that you're trying to restructure and all of that, so that you understand exactly how to step forward or move forward rather, right? And with that said, the final distinguishing factor for an online business is that general communication is done online. So for my coaching business, I don't ever share my personal phone number. You don't need to call me. You book an appointment with me so that we can, have the conversation at that point. If I do feel like including like instant messaging access and stuff like that, then that's different, and I've established a platform that allows for that, right? But at the end of the day, general communication, and when I say general communication, I mean beyond your marketing efforts, beyond your sales efforts. I'm talking about when people are just interacting with your business, whether they're your clients or they are prospective clients or business friends or whatever, right? So all of that communication is done online. There's no need for people to meet you in person unless you're setting up like a little retreat or something like that, right? So, with that said, those three things tend to stand out as the main things that define an online business. And so, there are many business models that you can really develop around that. You know, it really opens up a lot of doors for you to make money and stay digital, keep yourself safe, especially health wise. And yeah, so think about if you want to strictly be online. I can tell you that I am strictly online, and I have really been feeling good about the choice that I've made. It has not been easy, but it has really helped me in terms of just the way that I process doing business, the way that I process, how I want to make my money and all of that, right? So with that said, one of the next couple of videos I'm going to be talking about things that you need to keep in mind while you are building out your online business, so that you can definitely run a smooth enough ship as possible, because sometimes too, as much as we say online businesses and stuff, some people automatically think that because it's online it's automatically easier. No. It really requires a certain level of patience, certain level of strategy, certain level of intuition and alignment and all of that, so it's important for you to consider some of those factors. So as I said, in another video I'm going to discuss those, so that you can really have like a few parameters in place in your mind as you are going into starting your own online business. All right, cool. The Altitude Lounge.